Hey guys, I'm Heather. I am a Beyond Quantum Healing Hypnosis Practitioner, and I have a new session that I want to share with you. But I wanted to make a little bit of an intro because this client is pretty amazing. I actually think that all my clients are amazing. I've loved every single one of them. But I really love when I meet someone who has an amazing healing ability. So this client, she has a just an amazing way of healing the body and working with releasing blocks and energy and using color, which is absolutely my jam. I love to work with color healing in the body because the color has these amazing frequencies and it helps to either release the energy, counterbalance the low frequencies that you have within the body, and it just begins this amazing process of healing. So, as I was getting to know her, she told me that her healing ability started to develop when she had lived on a piece of land that she calls sick land. And she said there's a lot of souls that didn't cross over correctly and have sort of been trapped on that land, and they really just wanted to go home. And so they started trying to get her attention in some little bit negative ways, not so pleasant ways, but it got her attention and it put her on the path to tapping into her healing abilities, which helped her to heal the land, release these trapped souls back into the light, and begin the process of understanding not only how she can do that with the land, but she could do that with the physical body. So, in her session, you're going to hear her do this work on herself, not on herself in the physical, like this current life, but on a past version of herself. And I loved it because she just sort of took over with the healing process, and it just allowed me to see things from a different perspective as well. So it was amazing. But you will hear her heal a past life version of herself. This was a man who was sort of struggling in his relationship with his wife, who you will find out is her daughter in this current life. She and her daughter have played this sort of same role in several lives, and there's always a reason for that. It's because you have a lesson or growth or something you need to experience. And if you don't experience it in one life, it's going to come back around again in the next life. Not always, but a lot of times, if it's a big lesson, something that you need to expand from, you're going to experience it again. So, you'll see her begin the process of healing on this male version of herself in this past life. And she takes him all the way back to when he was a child and even does healing on the mother, because we know that a lot of our wounding comes from childhood, not always by any fault of our parents, but we're very sensitive when we're young and we can take things pretty harshly. So we can carry that through our lives if that emotion is unprocessed. So she does the healing work on that version of herself, and she does healing work on other versions, and it's amazing. So I had a session with her today because I wanted to see her in action. And I got to tell you, it was incredible. She was able to tune into my body and figure out where a lot of my blocks, and she was spot on. She did some healing work on my parents, which I greatly appreciated. And she also tapped into some spirits who were living in my home. Now, these were friendly spirits, and I actually knew that they were there because I have one that likes to turn on the light in my living room. This light will just randomly come on. Now, of course, it could always be short. I know there's always a different explanation, but there's been some strange things that have happened in this home. So I've always felt like I think there's some energies or entities, beings, souls around me. And she confirmed that I had 5. So I was like, oh, okay. I just thought maybe 1, but no, 5. And she was able to do healing work on these souls because what happens a lot of times, the reason that we don't cross over is because well, there's different reasons. There's lots of different reasons, but one could be the spirit just got confused, died in a tragedy, and it was like coming out of the body too quickly, and you're not sure what to do. You didn't see the light. You didn't know to go to the light. You had a belief system that was very strong that kept you from going to the light. And so you can get trapped here. We have a lot of trapped souls. If you can think back to all of the wars and all of the really awful tragedies that have happened, there are lots of souls that get trapped here. So she's able to communicate with those souls because she's a medium, and open up a portal of light to help them go into the light and go back home and have their family that's usually waiting there to help them cross over. So that was a really cool experience. So she has all these talents. If this is something that you feel drawn to, she doesn't quite have a social media presence yet or a website available, but I can tell you it was an amazing experience, and I could feel the energy moving through my body when she was doing the work. I could feel the different areas where she was working on, and she's able to see what blocks that you have. She's able to look at past lives. She's got a whole toolbox of fun things you can experience during a session with her. So I'm going to leave her information below. If you feel guided, just send her an email. She said she would absolutely love to work with anybody who wants to come work with her and allow her to use this amazing healing ability. You can just shoot her an email. And if you are interested in having a Beyond Quantum Healing hypnosis session, I'm your girl. Come see me, and we will have a lot of fun with this session because, I mean, you just can't help it. There's so much that comes through. The healing can be intense, but it's powerful. It's amazing. Just finding out about past life experiences is so fun. You may have some regular human basic life experiences, or you may go into a galactic life and see yourself as a being that you can't even begin to imagine being. So there's so many fun things in a Beyond Quantum Healing hypnosis session. So feel free to check that out if you're interested. And thanks for watching this video. I'll talk to you in the next one. And tell me the first thing that you notice as you allow the images to drift and float in.
I feel like I'm in space.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing below me. And I'm trying to see if I'm like in a dome or if it's just endless.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's all I can see right now.
Do you feel like you're just floating there?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And so as you look around the space, you mentioned a dome. Do you feel like you're inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay, very good. And so we're just going to allow yourself to acclimate to this space, and we're going to begin to strengthen all of your senses, your inner knowing, your ability to see and hear and know what's around you. Just trusting the images as they begin to drift and float in, allowing a scene to begin to unfold. And so as you strengthen your senses in this place, what else do you notice around you?
A tiger just walked up to me.
Very good.
And he came from the jungle.
Mm.
And it's on the left, peeking through. And he's friendly. And he knows me. And he's saying hello. He's a big tiger, though. He's cute.
And so as you connect telepathically with this tiger, do you feel like he's one of your guides?
Could be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you're connected with him, what message does he have for you?
It's almost like he's saying, is it really you? I guess it's me. He's inspecting me as I'm inspecting him. I feel like he sat down, or there's an image now of him sitting down licking his paw.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's two of them.
Mm.
He's still looking at me. Is it you? It's like he's inspecting me, and she's like, it's him, or it's her. I guess him. It's what I just said. So it's.
So what do you imagine your connection to these tigers is? What comes to mind?
I lived in the forest. I was the guy. I'm seeing me now. Not a lot of clothes. I see me with a spear, like a yellow. I just got chills. I got yellow. A garment just on the bottom, dark taint, like maybe even Brazilian. I can't tell. And it's very connected to the animals. I feel sad though.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's feel into that sadness and find out the reason. Where do you imagine that sadness is coming from?
Let's see how he's there. I think he was very sad. I can't say he was a sad individual, but he's being very sad right now, and they're looking at him, and he's, let's see.
You're doing great.
What do you want me to know?
Where is the sadness coming from? What's happened to create that emotion?
Yeah. It's like nothing has happened. They're there. There's a man, two tigers, and he's just there. He's just sad.
Mm. What is this man's relationship to the
He's like,
tigers?
I think he's the caretaker of the tigers.
Mm-hmm.
He feels he's responsible for them. And I don't, is something going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Or a separation, or maybe what happened? Let me. He's there. He's petting them now.
Mm-hmm.
He has to go. He has to leave.
Where is he going? You feeling some emotion come up?
Yeah.
Just allow that emotion to come up because we want to make sure to release all of that energy.
Yeah.
So having to leave the tigers is making this man feel very emotional. Okay. Let's just let that energy release from the heart space. Very good. And you are in a safe space. So if you need to let that emotion out, if you need to cry, that is a beautiful way of alchemizing that energy. Just let it all come up.
I want to say they have to kill the tigers.
Mm.
I don't know why. He's saying goodbye.
Mm. What emotions are you feeling as you experience this outside of sadness?
Yeah. Let's see. What am I feeling? It's almost like an ending,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know it's ending. And I'm just wondering why. Like, whew, okay, it passed through. Now I can be with them and more comforting to them.
Very good. So tell me what happens next.
I'm holding his paw,
Mm-hmm.
just comforting him and letting him know that it's okay. And she's kind of arrogant. She's funny. I talk to animals.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you're making too much of a deal out of this. Well, it is what it is. He doesn't know, though. The male tiger doesn't understand, but she does. And so I'm just like, it's okay. And they're like, it's okay.
Mm.
And they're there. And I feel better. I feel more complete. I don't think anything's happening forward from here. Like, it's almost like they're saying that's done. And they just kind of faded. They're
Very
gone.
good. So, viewing that scene, you know that both of those, the souls of those tigers, were fine and that you did all that you could to be a comfort to them. We just ask that that energy be released and the connection to that life be let go and the healing process begin to not bring any of that energy into the current life.
Yeah.
So now that that scene has faded, tell me where you are now. What do you notice around you?
And now I'm still the same guy. I
Okay.
thought he left, but he's still there. He turned around, and it's like he kind of like he's leaving the galactic, coming to Earth in his
Okay.
adventure. Before it was very, very vivid, very jungly, but now he's like moving forward.
Beautiful. Let's find out where he goes next.
Yeah.
Just allowing yourself to drift and float into the next important scene, something that you need to see today or be aware of. And
Yeah.
as you find yourself there now, tell me what you notice around you.
He walked down this funny, walked down a stone steps going in a spiral like a movie of castle.
Mm-hmm.
And he changed into another man,
Okay.
who's wearing like armor, but like more like a chain mesh with a
Mm-hmm.
hat,
Mm-hmm.
a helmet. And now he's going down. It's another man, and he's going down. But I see him. It's funny. It's almost like it's not a real castle.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's going down a drain. Why are you going down a drain? Okay, it's at the bottom. He's opening the door, and it's very green, like green grass,
Mm-hmm.
hills, but like wild grass.
Mm.
Like it's saying it's not mowed. Why would I want to know it's not mowed? um, yeah, and I'm in my gear and I'm fully armored. My chain mesh though. Um, and I'm
So,
walking out
so are
on
you
the
moving
grass.
outdoors now
Yeah, I'm
from this
outdoors now.
castle?
Yeah,
Is it daytime or nighttime?
it's daytime.
Mm-hmm. So as you
Yeah.
look out at this unmowed grass, what
Yeah.
else do you notice?
I was I was holding a spear when I was with the tigers, and now I'm holding a spear as well.
Okay.
Um, and I'm standing there just I can't see really much past the grass. I
Mm-hmm.
just know I'm holding the spear, and I'm like, okay, ready for the day to begin.
So as you hold this spear, what do you imagine that you do with it?
Hmm. It's almost like I don't want to go. It's not like I'm going to battle. It's almost like I'm a goat keeper with armor.
Okay.
There's more animals, but I can't see the animals. Why am I fully geared up?
For goat keeping.
Holding the spear. It's so
These are
silly.
these are some angry goats we're dealing with.
um, okay, let's see if we change this. Let's see if I needed the protection to transition. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
holding, so I'm wearing sandals. I'm looking down and I'm
Mm-hmm.
wearing like a tunic thing, and it's like a belt. He's changed.
Okay.
Brown hair.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see. He's okay. So he won't let me see him. He's like, okay, I'm here, but like I'm still seeing like half of a man with a shield, like a helmet, and then I'm seeing the bottom half. It's like a tunic, but it doesn't match the surroundings. Like I thought I was in England, and now I'm in um gosh, what would I be in with a tunic on standing on grass? Let's see. Let me look up and see. It's daylight. What is around me? Grass. Almost like these two are merged, and I can't figure out why they're merged.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're two different people, but showing me the same life.
Do
The
you feel like
grass.
part of you is wearing the armor and then part of you is wearing the tunic?
Yeah,
Okay.
at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really weird. Now it's dark behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm looking at okay, what do you want me to know? I went back to the army guy, and it's dark. The army guy,
Armored
the
guy.
armed, yeah,
Yes. Gotcha. The armored guy.
armored guy.
Okay.
And now it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's nighttime, and he's walking. Um, yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not getting anything from
Do you
this
do
life.
you still feel like you're carrying a spear?
Yeah,
Okay, and you're fully in your armor again?
yeah, and it's
Okay.
nighttime.
Okay. Is there anyone else around you or is it just you?
There's a building back to my left. It's a hut.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a candle inside. I can see I'm in that alley, like a streetway now, and it's like dusty. And there's like the building. I can see the light candle and like the glow in the window. And I'm in like an old street now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm kind of like just in the street. So, and I'm facing a direction like oncoming traffic.
Do you feel like you've shifted out of the life that you were just looking at into a different one?
I
Or do you?
couldn't tell.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it's the same person, and like he was a goat keeper, and now he's standing in a street
Mm-hmm.
protecting something and ready to guard.
Okay. As you focus in on your body, what are you wearing in this scene?
Yeah, it's the same mesh. It's like a helmet, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's like mesh, and he's got these gloves on, and he's got like a skirt, metal skirt like
Mm-hmm.
thing, and gear, and he's yeah. Let me see. Um,
So as you're standing, you mentioned traffic. What does the traffic look like?
More like the direction of an oncoming street.
Okay.
Like that's where they would come from. So they're coming from that way,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm standing in the road facing that way while to my left is a house that I'm protecting.
Mm-hmm.
I
Do
think I'm
you
protecting
do you feel like this is your home or the home of someone else?
someone else. I felt like the goat keeper was my home. The grass was my home.
Okay.
Um, and that might be why I was seeing me half.
So if you were to focus in on this home, who do you imagine that you might be protecting? Does anything come to mind?
Hmm. They don't look rich. It's not a castle.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like I'm protecting the city.
Okay.
There are people in this building. It's not a big building at all. I only see one, but I feel like there's more than one, like a family. And I'm in the road, so and I'm standing there, like just facing. It's almost like though, like it's more symbolic
Mm-hmm.
than anything, because they're like letting me know it's to the left. The building's to the left. It's a family. They're not like the man's not there, and the
Mm-hmm.
family. It's and that this person is now protecting like someone else's family. So the mesh might not even be the what might be more of the responsibility this person has taken on that he's showing me because he's not wanting me to see a lot of detail and protecting what's coming ahead of me.
What do you imagine that you are protecting this family or this city from?
The
What's the,
future.
okay? In what
Like,
way?
so if I'm standing there, it like that's where the space now comes from because it was dark and
Mhm.
it's like standing in front of it. And there's a lot of, let's see, like I can't, like, unknown, I guess. Like if I were just to say, like, it's the unknown, I
Mhm.
don't know what it is and I don't know where it's coming from. I'm just standing there and I'm just holding the spear and I'm looking into the darkness, not knowing what's going to happen.
How does that make you feel as you stand there in the unknown?
I don't feel afraid. I feel like it's a responsibility. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's something like I stand tall and I don't know what's going on, so I'm going to stand there until I'm needed.
So there's no fear of what might be coming in the future.
No, it's just standing there though, like ready and armed
Mm-hmm.
and ready to take action if I need to. And it's the home, the family on the left, and the road. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling like I left what I wanted to do this because I feel like I want to do this now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very
Mm.
good. So as you look around the scene, is there anything else that stands out to you of importance?
I feel like I'm back in the dome again.
Okay,
And that
very good.
dome, yeah, that dome is the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So back to drifting sort of in the outer space.
Yeah, on the edge of it.
Okay.
Like I can see them. So like the tigers came from my left, they're
Mm-hmm.
behind me on the left. And it's almost like I'm standing not in a pod, but yeah, kind of okay. I'm trying to verbalize something I don't
You're
understand.
doing great.
So yeah, I'm just standing there. I think
Okay.
I'm done with this section. It was just more symbolic of this person, and I still don't see his face. I haven't seen his face
And
in that.
so, as you connect
Yeah,
in with the energy of that last life that we just looked at, what do you imagine is the connection to your current life?
it's almost like that. Like, why am I? Like, what am I supposed to do? Well, like with all this confusion that's going on right now, I feel like I'm more defensive. I'm more protective. I stand my ground a lot easier. Before I'd be like, oh, it doesn't matter, whatever's best. Now I'm like, no, this is what's best. I know
Mhm.
I don't want that. I want this, and I'm gonna stand here and hold my spear and let you know I'm not gonna back down. This is my truth. This is what I want. This is what is going to happen.
Mhm.
And this is just the way it is.
Very good. And so we just want to bring in the energy of this man and his armor and just
Mhm.
integrate it fully into your life so that you are always standing in your power and in your truth with no
Mhm.
fear of what's coming in the future. and just allowing it to unfold exactly as it needs to, knowing that you're safe. Beautiful. So as you look around in this space, is there anything else that you notice now?
He's fading away. Kind of like
Mm-hmm.
just took off like I took off my clothes and he just went away.
Very good.
Like it's funny though. It's almost like something that's probably going to come up later. It's almost like hands on a clock in this dome. So
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of moved around the clock.
Okay, and what's coming
Um,
next?
so now I'm standing here. Now I'm the man in the tunic. I have brown hair. I have my belt on, but I'm not in an environment.
Is this the same one that we just looked at or a different one?
It feels different. It
Okay.
feels different, but it's like the
Also a
same
man.
clothes,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Okay, in a tunic. Very good.
Um, and let's see. So I'm just standing here. Let's see if he changes. There's a bird above me, a hawk that's flying over. I'm seeing a building, but I can't figure out where it's coming from. It's just more like there. This one's to the right. It's just a building. It's a wood building, yellow inside too, but it's daylight. Oh, okay, hold on. I just saw somebody else. So I've seen this person before.
Mm-hmm.
It's a man with his wife. He's walking in a street. He needs food. He's hungry. He's downtrodden, and he's in the street. But yeah. So let me see if I'm. Okay, I'm back to the scene of the hut, the building on the right. And the guy in the tunic. He has brown hair.
Is the man and the woman still with you?
They're over on my left.
Mm-hmm.
They're like wanting attention, but I can't figure out what's going on.
Who do you imagine that they are? Does anything come to mind?
I've seen him before on The Man and the Woman, and it's like I feel like I'm the guy, and he had responsibilities for his family, and he feels like he failed.
Mm.
And he's in the city walking on this dirt path, but we're merging some things going on because now he's wearing jeans, and those are modern.
Mm-hmm.
And he feels like he couldn't take care of his family and he has to beg now. He got to the point where now I feel like I'm going to cry again.
That's okay. Let that energy come up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just release that energy. You're still holding it from having that inability to take care of your family.
Yeah.
Okay. So just allowing that energy to release.
He's got on his hands and not like, gosh, he's not on his hands and knees. He's not begging, but he's like, he's falling down. Like, I can't do this anymore.
Mm-hmm. What emotions is he feeling as this is happening to him?
I just wanted to do better.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do better. Why is it so hard? It shouldn't be this hard.
Mm-hmm. Just let that emotion come up.
And everyone can see me. Everyone knows.
Very good. So let's move forward in this life. Let's close that scene and see what happens next. What happens to this man and his family? Just closing. Go ahead.
So continue with him since he wants the attention.
Sure.
He's on his knees. My dogs are barking.
That's okay. That's okay. Just allow that to be in the background.
Yeah.
So he's on his knees.
Yeah, and he gets up. He gets up because when he got into the city, it was like a act of I gave up. I gave up, and he's standing up. He went through the emotion. He feels. And now he knows. He's like, okay, this is what we're doing. So where we are now, we can do this. We're going to make the best of it. I have skills. I can know what to do. I've always made it work. Everything's have always worked. And his, wife is to the left of him in the back. I can feel like some of her resentment come up. And a little bit of bickering stuff. And he's caring, and he's, if that feeling of he failed, he let her bicker. And now he's just like, we got this, like, let's let's go forward. And I think, where's that? Why? So now she's not sure she wants to move forward. And I walk away. Yeah, so I walk away. So that was a separation of that, knowing that I had to give up. I had to give up more than just I was giving up. I felt defeated, but I walked away. I had to walk away. I had to move on. I didn't have to walk away. I had to move on. And so then now, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of merging of things.
Tell me about that.
Like I see, like I've pulled up a couple past lives, and now I'm like in a scene from another past life, but it's the same because I'm in a dirt street, and I see like a market, and things are hanging, like herbs and stuff are hanging, and so he started to become intrigued. He's intrigued. So he wants to know, like, what is this herb? What is this? Like, what are they doing in here? Like, he's learning new things. And he wants to learn more about it.
Is this the same man that was feeling like okay, so he's found something new, new and interesting?
Yeah, and which is really weird because I was this like another past life is coming in where that same scene happened after he was riding a woolly mammoth. And he was at that exact same spot, looking at the exact same store, shop, but different eras altogether. Like so that's why I'm like, something's telling me that everything's like the same, but experienced differently.
Is it almost like a parallel type of life? Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm learning, and I'm seeing, and I'm becoming intrigued by some things, and I'm stepping out of the roles of that's expected from me. And I'm just there walking. I just move forward into the dirt path ahead of me. I look a little downtrodden though, like, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm okay. I don't understand this. I'm apologizing to
Do
you.
not apologize. These are all important things for you to see, and you are doing wonderful.
I think that's him apologizing.
Oh, well, tell him he does not need to apologize. He's doing the very best that he can in that life.
Yeah.
He needs to believe more in himself, doesn't he?
He does. His
Yes.
shoulders are rounded and his head's down and he's walking, but he doesn't feel a certain way. That's why it's so confusing. And then the other man who was before him, that he was very strong and he's very handsome, and he's wearing a tunic, but he's not, he's blonde hair, and he's watching himself walk away. Now, that's what's really weird. How all of my past lives are kind of like overlapping.
Mm-hmm.
And this other man just real hunched over.
So, if we sort of focused in on the energy
Yeah.
of all of these lives and wanted to find out why are they overlapping, what comes to mind?
Well, roles,
Okay.
having roles and responsibilities,
Mm-hmm.
moving forward on a path, looking at new things, looking at what's, ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I kind of want to heal this guy. Like my inner self is wanting to heal my inner self, like
Let,
to get him to stand up, like
let's do
stand
that.
up.
Why don't
Okay.
you tap into your abilities as a healer in this life and we'll bring it into this past life and we'll bring healing energy to this man because we want him to live a fulfilled life as well.
Yeah.
So you just let me know what you're experiencing as you do this healing work with him.
Using violet and putting violet inside of him
Mm-hmm.
so that he has forgiveness for himself and what has happened. That kind of helped him. I'm giving him yellow for wisdom. He's standing up a little bit because he was about to like just roll into a ball at one point. Citrus green. Let's see. And then moving his mind to help him see the universal truth of this.
Mm-hmm.
And lilac to help him release it. Now his wife pops up again, like, oh, that's funny.
What does she need
She's
from you for healing?
yeah.
Feel like she's lining
almost,
up.
yeah, almost like she was there because she could get something from him, and now that
Yeah.
he's not dying, she's like wanting to take something again. And
Oh,
yeah, so she's like, wait a minute, I'm not done with you yet. And
that's
I'm
not
like,
a.
what are you? Yeah, it wasn't a healthy pop up.
Mm-mm. No.
Um, there's a tie, a connection, a karmic tie or something that's draining him, that's pulling on him, keeping him contained into this reality that this is who you are, this is what you need to be. You're consumed. If you're not consumed, I'm going to consume you. And I don't want to say that's my daughter, but it's an energy of my daughter.
Daughter in this
That's
life.
Yeah, that I feel like in this life, my daughter's like a Rapunzel. Like she's kept me locked away to
Mm.
keep me protected and safe. So not that she's consuming me, but it coming out as consuming me. Because if I'm locked away or busy with what she needs me to do, then I can't do other things. But she's proud of me, but she's afraid. She's afraid that something bad's going to happen to me. This lady could be my daughter in a past life
Mm-hmm.
because it's the same energy, but she's consuming me out of need. Like she's greedy and it's self-centered. Like I need you to do this, I need you to do that. And and she just took him to like down. Couldn't tell he couldn't do anything else because he wasn't following his heart. And if he followed his heart, he would have been just fine. So I'm gonna give him Rose because he's standing up. As soon as she came in, he let whoop down again.
Mm.
So I'm going to cut that and I'm going to release it.
Very good.
And it's going back to her. And I'm going to heal her too. I'm going to give her violet, rose, aqua blue for clarity, citrus green. Mm.
And
So
as you
that,
do this healing work,
yeah.
what has she taken from you? What is the energy that she's taken from you?
Um, the energy that she's took from me as this man,
Mhm.
it, she was treating him like a mule. She was treating him like an animal, like an object. And she wasn't respecting him as a person, as an individual. So, and he got into responsibility, he got trapped. So um, he needed to be away from her, but he couldn't be away from her because he made a commitment to her. So he was heartbroken and failing her, and then heartbroken and failing his responsibility. So he
Mhm.
got trapped with her. And that brings up my past relationship with my ex. It wasn't my husband, this last relationship where I felt trapped with him because I felt like if I let him, like I stayed in a relationship too long because of my commitment to my ideal versus myself.
Mhm.
And that was right before I got sick. And he lived in this land, so with me and stuff like that. And so it was like a year ago, actually, he left, and I can see the parallel now where she was that same energy, and I brought him into that me as well for that same
Mm.
energy for to heal. And I stood up to him. I did stand up to him. I said no more. And so with him, he's still hunched over. I'm gonna go back to him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna give some more yellow and some wisdom and
Mhm.
compassion. Saffron yellow. I'm gonna heal that part of me.
So in this life, are there still um, karmic energy that you're balancing, or are we taking care of that today
I
with this
think we're taking
healing?
care of. I think we're taking care. I want to say we're taking care of it today, because I don't feel like it's a part of me.
Mhm.
I think it was just something there, like, yeah. So I'm gonna see. This was so. This was someone watching me. Um, this was someone keeping me down
Mm.
and using her, and it's an energy floating above me.
Mhm.
Let me give it the energy color. So the rose, I'm gonna do opal because it looks more entity.
Mhm.
It's like, okay,
And
I was able to capture it, and then I'm gonna retransmute it into light and love. Release that. Okay. Now I'm gonna just remove any cord. Like there's a lot of cords and attachments. I'm going to do green, rose, violet, royal blue. Thank you. Royal blue's for power.
mm,
Blue.
one of my
I'm
favorites.
yeah, I'm gonna give him royal blue to help him stand up. And then I'm going to, okay, so now I release this. I feel like it's release. I don't sense it, but at the same time, like if he goes back, if I rewind it, I'm going into her, and I don't want to go back to her. I want to go beyond her. So I'm going to rewind him back over here when he was young. I'm going to give him rose for love, and I'm going to give him yellow, royal blue. He's a young guy. He's God, I want to say 8 or 10,
Mhm.
and he had the responsibility of a house, of his mother. His mother showing up. He learned right away from a young age he had to be responsible, and that was his job. And at that young age, he was very responsible. Okay, I'm gonna pass that through for him.
Mhm.
Yeah, he lost something. I can't see a dad, so I'm only gonna assume until you tell me otherwise.
Mhm.
And so that's why he's on my left, because it's a mom issue. So I'm gonna do yellow and aqua blue for clarity, for healing, for an earth healing. I'm gonna do violet for forgiveness. And I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna do pink for tenderness, and I'm gonna let him really just kind of help bypass, like, not, I don't even want to say bypass, but that was the word I was gonna say. So bypass. But I feel like that was the wrong word. Like embrace
Mhm.
this emotion and feel it, allow himself to feel it, so he can not carry on this karmic debt thing, like this path. I don't want him to go down that way. I'm going to talk to him though and see if it's what he wants.
Very good.
um he just wants to play, he just wants to have fun, and he just wants to be a kid, and he
Mhm.
knows he has responsibilities. So I'm also giving him colors to help him with that, to understand that, hey, even though you have responsibilities, you don't have to let them consume you. Whereas that's where it ties back into that night where he had to leave his goats to to consume and protect this family. And so that's the night coming up right now again. So that's the ties. And now, so I'm gonna give the little boy pink. He's got like a brownish color hair. It's almost like he's Romanian, but not, or Greek, or like Middle Eastern, but not like I have family that's Middle Eastern. They're very dark, like more darker skin, darker hair. So it's like maybe Hungarian, something like that. Guess he said something like that because obviously that wasn't there. He's like something like that.
I love it.
I know. So yeah, so I give him pink and tenderness and royal blue and green to heal and rose. Just kind of like give him lots of colors because he just really just went downhill and looked at others for his reason for living. Yeah, I've got this chill, like something's around my hands.
What do you imagine that is?
It's like it's an energy. I can't think, like it's like this coolness. It's a very cool, I can't say it's a cast around my arm, but it's not holding my arm down, but it's in my, like it's around my arm. My left arm. I don't feel it anywhere else. I usually burp though when I heal, so I'm starting to burp.
Just releasing some of that energy. So
Yeah.
let's find out where this cast came from. Who put that cast on you?
So now it's coming over me. So it started on my left hand.
Okay.
And now it's coming kind of over me and around me. And it's around my legs. It's around my body.
Is the cast trying to prevent you from using your healing abilities?
It feels cool. It doesn't feel threatening.
Oh, not threatening. Okay.
No, but it was just like, it was cast, maybe the wrong word, but it was like enclosing, like it was more like encompassing.
Like a cool energy that's coming in.
Yeah, like surrounding me.
Okay.
Surrounding me. That doesn't feel right. Yeah, like my hand's even coming closer.
So as we tap into this cool energy, what's the first thing that comes to mind as to what this energy is?
What are you?
What is it doing?
It's just like sometimes I wake up and like an energy and in different colors, different vibrations, and this is like that, but it's almost like my gut's telling me I'm not understanding. So I don't know what it's trying to tell me, or just allow it, like, okay, like I'm just,
we don't need to understand, just allow the energy to flow. Beautiful. So we'll allow that. So going back to the husband and wife, do you feel like you've disconnected any cords to her lifetime?
Like that's gone. That reality's gone. It's now the little boy. Oh, he feels free.
Very good.
He doesn't feel as heavy. He feels more connected. I'm feeling his connection. So he feels good.
So does that does he still feel fragmented from your soul, or has he reintegrated with the whole of you?
He's still playing next to me on the left.
Okay.
But he
feels more whole and complete.
He feels more whole. He just,
And so with your daughter possibly being in that past life, is there any healing energy that we need to do to make sure that your connection with her is more balanced? Or will the healing that you did in that lifetime, do you feel that is shifting that connection?
I think it helped shift it, but she disappeared, like the wife disappeared out of that connection. So that karmic debt was gone.
Okay, very good.
Yeah. And Yeah. I see her, actually, she was a neighbor of
Mm.
mine when we were kids, and we're now playing
Hmm.
as children, and then that's kind of where that came from. And it's not fast forwarding anything like that. It's just there and we're just playing. And so
Okay.
now it's the only thing I can see.
Very good. Is there any additional healing that you feel you need to bring forward, or do you feel that that's complete?
I'm going to heal the mother because she's
Mm.
almost like a grandmother now.
Okay.
Um,
Tell me about
uh,
that.
yeah, she's watching over us. So I did. Lo- Um, so I lost both my parents because now I see her as a grandmother,
Hmm.
and so I'm going to just give her a rose as she watches over, and she's worried about us, and I don't know if, like, that's not my sister, um, but at the same time, she's taking care of her as well. And so I'm not sure what happened. We actually rewinded even younger.
Hmm.
And so I think when I was 8 or 10, like, she wasn't in the picture. I had to rewind to see when I first met her.
Hmm.
And we were younger when there was a grandmother. So I can't tell who that's her grandmother might like, because when I fast forward, I'm losing that connection now. Like, I brought it back. So
Hmm.
I'm just gonna give her a rose. I'm gonna give the little girl a rose, me a rose. And yeah, I think that I think that was I think that's done.
Very good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Let's bring forward the higher self so that we can begin to answer
Yeah.
some of your questions.
Okay.
Is it okay for me to begin to ask some of these questions for you?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So I'd just like to start out and ask the higher self to do a body scan,
Okay.
just making sure that we find any blockages, and just let me know where in the body you're focusing on for healing.
My mind.
What's going on there?
My mind's not letting me release. It's trying to control.
Is this an attachment or something else?
It's it's protecting me. My mind's protecting me. It's being I've had to be the protector, so my mind's protecting me, and it's over protecting me.
Okay. So now that we know that you have all this strength from past lifetimes that we're bringing forward today, is there a need for your mind to continue that protection, or can we release
No,
that?
we can release it.
Very good. So we'll go ahead and just release that energy, anything that is blocking you or holding you back within the mind. And as you release that energy, what colors would you like to use for healing in that area?
Yellow.
Mhm. Just allowing that yellow to move through the mind, releasing all blocks and filling up that space with this beautiful high frequency energy. And just allow that beautiful yellow to expand out into the cells and move throughout your body, bringing that beautiful vibration and frequency all the way out, all the way through your physical body. And tell me how that feels.
Feels good.
Okay, do you feel like that block is being released?
Feels lessened.
Okay.
Definitely.
What else is in there? Let's take a deeper look, just going further and further into that sensation.
Yeah.
What else is
It's
blocking?
it's like, gosh, it's like something was like right like that, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like inserted into my head.
Do you feel like this is any type of implant that's been placed
Um,
there?
like a weight.
Go wait.
It's more like a weight. So it's not like energetically, like I can see how it's weighing me down, but it's like I want it to go away.
So as you feel into that weight, let's follow it back and find out where you first got that weight. So just drifting and floating through time and space, we want to find out the first time that you experienced that weight that was holding you down, drifting and floating, and be there now. Tell me what it is that you notice.
Well, the first thing that pops up is I look like Robin Hood.
Nice.
I know.
Tell me more. So are you a male?
A male.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you wearing on your body?
Green, like Robin Hood, like even
Uh-huh.
the cartoon. That's so funny.
Very good.
Like Peter Pan, Robin Hood. I don't know. That's crazy. Like I live in the trees. We live in our communities on the trees,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel weighed down. I feel like, and my daughter's there, the same
Mm.
lady, and the same energy at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to be let go. I want to let me go. I just let me go. And she had to keep me there. Like roles, I'm in a role, and I'm expected to do something. And my mother-in-law's there, and I'm gonna fail everybody since I'm not responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And they just got to keep me weighed down. They put that on me to weigh me down. And I don't want to be weighed down, so I'm going to push you away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
want you there. I want it gone. I want it off. Go away. So it wasn't even attachment. It was just like they anchored me. And it was the two of them.
So this energy has been repeating in multiple lifetimes. What's the lesson that you've needed to
Yeah.
learn
Um,
with this?
letting others' expectations fulfill a role that's not my own.
Mm-hmm.
It's, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're doing great.
It was really sad.
Mm-hmm. So is that an energy that you need to continue to carry? Because we can see the pattern between lifetimes that you've been bringing that same energy, and it's been
Yeah.
weighing you down and causing that weight to hold you back.
Yeah. And it was freaking put in my head.
Mm-hmm. So
Um,
now that we've seen that pattern, can we begin to release that weight,
yeah.
knowing that you're not here to meet anyone else's expectations? You're here to be who you're meant to be.
Yeah. So there's a but. It's a but coming up. Why? Why is
what
there a but?
what is the but?
But what would I, who
What do
would I
you
be? Who would I be without this role? Who would I don't want this role. I don't, why did someone trick me into being this role? I don't want this. I don't
mm,
mind doing what I need to do, but why would you try to trap me in this role? I don't want to be trapped.
and so do you feel like there was a lifetime where you took a vow to play this role?
Could have.
Okay. So we're just releasing any vows or any contracts that you may have created throughout this lifetime or any past lifetimes, which are keeping you weighed down and feeling that responsibility for others.
Yeah. Tricking me into responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's tricking me.
Okay.
I don't mind being responsible. I step up, I'll stand up, but don't trick me. Don't,
Mm-hmm.
don't, don't play with me.
Do you feel like the people in this lifetime they're tricking you, or do you feel like this comes from somewhere else?
It does.
Okay.
like I had to get pregnant to be married the first time. That's why I feel like that's why I'm reserved about getting married again, because I got tricked.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be tricked if I get married. I want to be true and destined, not tricked
Mm-hmm.
into it. And used for someone else's purposes, used for their benefit. I don't want to be used. I don't want to be tricked. I don't want to be.
So let's focus in on this male that looks somewhat like Robin Hood. And let's
Yeah,
bring in some of the healing energy that you've been using. We want to bring in some strength and some courage so that he can stand in his power and in his truth.
he's wearing green, like all green, and usually you
Mm-hmm.
wear the color that you need.
Okay, beautiful.
So I'm giving him green first. He's even a green hat. He's so silly. He's so silly. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna give him royal blue
Mm-hmm.
for his power, and his rose for his self-love, to know that he can love others without losing the love of himself.
Mm-hmm.
And yellow for the wisdom. I'm gonna give him more green.
Very good. And how does he appear to you now?
He just seems more confident, more
Mm-hmm.
carefree, more. I give him pink.
Mm-hmm.
He just seems more sure of himself. Fuchsia, to work with others. Yeah, wow. I see me now in this person,
Mm-hmm.
standing there like I broke that away. Now I feel in that energy again.
Feeling the energy where?
Just like I'm in the bubble of
Okay,
energy.
so the cool energy.
Yeah.
Very good. And so as we look back on that life, can we disconnect any cords that may be keeping you attached to these other lives where you gave away your power? Just
Yeah.
cutting and releasing all of those cords. And let's invite all of those soul fragments back to integrate within your soul. We just want to make sure that your soul is whole and complete.
Yeah.
So just bringing them all back. And so, do you feel like you've disconnected or healed that lifetime? Does that feel more
Yeah.
complete to you? So, now tell me, as we focus back in on your head and your mind, is that weight still there?
Now.
Okay,
Wow.
very good. And as you feel into the mind, do you feel any additional blocks in there?
I see. I feel like they're trying to put it back in
And who do you imagine they are?
because they're still there. So the people are still there. The wife and the mother-in-law, they're still there, and they're
Mhm.
like trying to put it back in. And it's like right here, like a torpedo, like they're shooting it at me. Hurt people. So I would
Mhm.
assume that
So
that's their only intention
let's do some
is,
healing energy on these two. And let's see
yeah,
what we need to do to get them to release their hold on you.
yeah.
So
And
as you tune into them, what do you feel they need?
um, they're like, I'm gonna give them rose, for love. They don't feel like my daughter anymore. They feel like an ex outside influence,
Mm-hmm. Does this feel like a negative entity?
like almost alien, or like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I'm going to give them rose, and they're like, we don't want that. They're like, they got tail. Like, what are you doing to me?
Well, let's find out why they're trying to put these blocks around you. What's their purpose?
Yeah,
What's
they
the
just
reason?
we're like, we're messing with you and we can. You let us. Like, they look like insects.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
How do you feel about that, them messing with you?
I don't like it. I could see where I was felt vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. So let's try telling them that. I want you to look them directly in the eyes, and I want you to tell them that it's not okay for them to place these weights around you.
It's not okay. I mean, they're not close to me. I feel like I'm not going to let them close to me, but that would
Mm-hmm.
be guarded. But they're still over there and it's not okay. Now I'm going to stand up and I'm
Mm-hmm.
standing up and I see who you are. I can see what you're doing and you're not okay with, I'm not okay with this. You're not
Mm-hmm.
allowed to do this.
What do
I
they
now,
say?
I'm just like, whatever. Like you let us, you know, like you let us. Like shit. Um,
Let them know that you are a sovereign being and they can no longer control or manipulate you.
I'm a sovereign being. You can no longer control or manipulate me. I release you into light and love. You are gone. You are diminished. Okay. Like, I
Are,
don't
are they still there?
know. Like, if they are, they're like ants. Like, they're tiny.
Very good. So how is that feeling? Do you still feel like there's something trying to put something on you?
Because they attached it to my daughter. I feel sad because now I feel like something's going to happen to my daughter. Like, I felt
Okay.
like that was how they got me. Like, something bad was going to happen to
Okay.
somebody I cared about. And I want to.
So let's ask to connect with your daughters, guides, and higher self. I know they're here with us.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're connected in, let's find out if there's any information that they can share as how we can help her to release this energy as well. What comes
Mm-hmm.
through?
She's sovereign.
Very good.
Yeah, I guess I just have to like release it of
Mhm.
it.
What is she holding inside?
I don't know. It's like I don't want to lose her.
Mm-hmm. As you feel into that energy, what makes you feel like you might lose her?
Because they've taken her away before.
Okay, so these beings that we were just looking at, and when they've taken her away, what was the purpose?
It hurt me.
Okay.
I don't want her to be attached to me. I don't want them to use her to hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want anything to happen to her. Why would I feel like something's going to happen to her now?
So, as you're tuned in with her guides and higher self who are
Yeah.
communicating through yours, do they tell you that there's anything that you need to worry about? Or is this just an energy you're holding inside?
It's an energy I'm holding inside.
Okay, and where is that energy being stored in the body?
My stomach.
Okay, let's go take a look at what you're holding in the stomach. What is that energy? What emotion is stored there?
Loss.
Okay,
I gotta hold on to it, otherwise I'll lose it.
okay. And why do we need to hold on to that loss?
So it
What?
doesn't happen again.
Okay. So I want you to just feel into that energy of loss. And we're going to expand it out and make it bigger, just making that loss even bigger. And we're going to follow that back through time and space. I'm going to count back from 3 to 1. And we're going to find the very first time that you experienced that loss. In 3, drifting through space and time. 2, finding the first time that you experienced that loss. And 1, be there now and tell me what it is that you notice around you.
I'm a freaking caveman.
Okay, very good.
Sorry.
That is
What? Yeah. Oh my God.
that,
I have dark
that
hair.
dark hair. Are you male or female?
I'm female.
Okay.
I'm
And tell me what you notice around you.
I'm wearing animal skins. I can't tell if I'm in a cave or I see light behind me. So I'm in the beginning mouth of a cave, but it's
Mm-hmm.
very lit. And yeah, let's just, I'm tapping into her energy is why I haven't changed my, it's funny. I just can't believe that.
We have been many things, haven't we?
And we have. It's just funny
Yes.
that it's just like that's the first one when we get time jump everywhere, like and like a caveman. Like
So,
that's the
as you're tapped into this caveman or this cave
yeah.
woman, when is the first time that you experienced this feeling of loss in this life? What happened?
Oh my gosh, what did happen? Why are you bringing me here? She doesn't seem sad. She seems sarcastic.
Mm-hmm.
And she's independent. She's strong. Say, is it me or is it someone I'm looking at? It's me. And I wanted to experience the opposite. I wanted to feel what I did to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So what happened?
but my only thing that comes to my brain, sorry, I'm the
Mhm.
asshole. Um,
What did you do to someone?
I controlled them. I manipulated them. My intention was just not nice to them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I needed to learn that lesson. That wasn't nice. Gosh. Yeah, so she's just sarcastic. And she just wanted what she wanted. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not like I feel like something was wrong with that. I don't know what she did. Like, not like to like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know
Mm-hmm.
how to explain that.
So when you controlled and manipulated another person, how did that make you feel?
Yeah, I was like, I can't say arrogant, but I was like a leader. I
Mm-hmm.
was a leader and I took charge and I was charge of others. And I didn't care what happened to them. Um, wow. So weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I said, well, said he. So he, well, why would I say he? What were you about to show me? Because I'm she, definitely a she.
Mm-hmm.
The coolness just came over me.
Mm.
So yeah. So she's just there and she just wasn't a nice ruler.
Yeah.
For, yeah.
So as you look back over that life, do you feel that there is still a cord or a connection to that life that you're holding?
No, I
Okay.
don't, I can't say I do though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I'm so surprised. Like, huh? Like, I don't feel like that's who I am as a person.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but
What was the
she
lesson
wasn't
that you were
nice.
meant to learn in that life?
So I acted arrogantly,
Mm-hmm.
and when no one's watching, I wasn't a good person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only like, yeah, like, so now I had to feel the arrogance that I gave to others.
Okay. And so
That's, I don't know.
now that you've seen that behavior,
Yeah.
is there a need to continue to hold that energy in your own physical body in this
No.
lifetime? Okay.
No.
So just allowing that energy to release and disconnect, and just understanding that that was a lesson or an experience that you needed to have in order for your soul's growth.
Yeah.
We're going to
I
ask
want to
that
heal
energy
her.
to, very good. What would you like to do for
I do.
her?
I like to give her, well, I want to give her Rose. Yeah, I want to give her a Rose.
Mhm.
I give her blue, royal blue. That's so funny that she created all these masculine energies. And then I give her yellow. And then citrus green, pink. She's not accepting them though.
How come?
She doesn't need it.
Is it
She's
the
very
arrogance
arrogant.
that's blocking her?
Yeah. It's kind of like she's going doof, doof. And
Do you feel that there's any energy of yours that she's holding? Anything that she took from you?
might be. Yeah. She
So
thinks it's funny.
you can just hold your arms out in front of her and you can tell her that you're a sovereign being and you command her to give you back your energy. Your energy is yours and hers belongs to her.
I'm a sovereign being. And I can't remember anything else you said.
Just ask her, you can just take back your energy from her.
I,
Just take it all back. Just pull it all
I,
back into your body. It is yours.
yes, thank you. Because that's why I couldn't remember. Because I was like, I'm a sovereign being. And she went, "Foof," shut that down. She did. She went, "Foof."
She's like, no, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm a sovereign being. I take back my energy. We are
Mm-hmm.
separate. I send you light and love. I break all cords, attachments to you. You just now are shrinking. You're my mind.
Mm.
Like she was my mind, my ego, my computer program. That's
Ah,
weird. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. That's why she had no emotion about it, because she couldn't feel it. Oh, weird. Let me try. I'm a sovereign being. I am a sovereign being. I'm a sovereign being. There's a separation anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sovereign being. I am a sovereign being.
Mm.
We are separate. She's trying to say she's my source, but she's not my source.
What source is she
She's
for you?
like my controller.
Mm. Do you
Because at
need a
first,
controller?
I do not.
Mm-hmm.
I do not need a controller. Like she's saying she's my creator.
Mm.
And that's why she thinks everything's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually taking her and like releasing all the attachments she has.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this huge release. Like in a washer, I'm just kind of like, she can't hold on to anything. And I'm just going to transmute her into light and love. Mm.
Do you feel like that's released or do you feel like she's still attached to you?
I think she's released. I don't see anything over there anymore.
Okay. And so as we focus back into your stomach, how is that feeling now? Do you still feel anything there?
No, like I was like, what? What was wrong with my stomach? Like it was gone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's wrong with my stomach?
So now that we have done that healing work, let's fill that area up with a beautiful color. What would you like to use?
Rose.
Okay. So just bringing in that rose energy and filling up that space where we've released that energy and released that connection. Just let me know how that's feeling.
Yes. More complete, more
Okay.
like me.
Very good. So Heather mentioned that she experiences bouts of anxiety from time to time. Is that related to any of the work that we've done, or is there something different attached to that? Where's the anxiety coming from?
Right here.
It's above you?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you feel is there?
It's, don't know. When I feel anxiety, it's here, like a,
Mm-hmm.
it's here now. Um,
Do you feel like it's lifted a little bit, or that's
yeah,
just where it exists?
both. It's
Okay.
like it's here. I don't feel it. I don't feel any anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to feel anxiety. Don't give it back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's here. I don't know why I don't know. Why are you there? What do you want?
So, as you tune into that energy, what can we do today to release that completely?
I'm going to take a golden net of light and love, and I'm
Mm.
going to pick it up, and I'm going to release it. Let's see. I'm going to transmute it into light and love. It minimized. It's like a wall or something.
Mm-hmm. What
I
do we need
release
to
that.
do to get rid of that wall? We want to make sure there's nothing blocking you.
Yeah. Looking up and seeing it's like a cannonball right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of attacks have been to my head area.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Who's attacking you?
things that want to stop me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's not like I'm special. I don't know if they're telling me that or they're just like, you let me,
Mm-hmm.
like you were easy prey. And so I can't tell if that is a feeling I would tell myself or if someone's trying to tell me that because I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And not that I want to be special. I'm not special like that, but I'm like not easy prey. I just trust people and I don't appreciate that.
So we've seen that a couple times now, that there are entities that are taking advantage of you because they feel like you let them. So what do
Yeah.
we need to do? What do you feel inside that we need to do to strengthen that energetic field around you so that no more of these entities can try to control and manipulate?
I guess call in my higher self into my body
Okay.
because I haven't been letting my higher self in
And why is that?
because there was no room.
Okay. So now that we've made some room, can we go ahead and begin the process of bringing your higher self more into your body and strengthening that connection?
Yeah,
Very
I can
good.
do that.
Okay. So as we're looking within the body still, what else do you notice that's creating a block or an issue?
I don't know what this is. If
Do you feel like you're releasing?
yeah, like I
Okay.
can't see if it's a black tube
Pulling it
or if
out.
it, yeah, like I want it to go away.
Very good. We're just going to ask your guides to also step in, as I'm sure they are
Yeah,
assisting you, but just to make sure that they are pulling all of this energy out completely.
I want them to do it
How does that feel? So
better.
let's ask them. Let's just ask your guides to step forward, please, along with your higher self. We're going to even
Yeah.
call in the angels to surround you, the angels of light, and to make sure that all of these cords, attachments, anything that is holding you back, that is trapped or stuck within the body, is being released. Just pulling out all of that murky, heavy energy, all of that low frequency energy, and all that density.
Hmm.
And tell me what you're experiencing.
And just a release.
Mm-hmm. We're just going to ask them to move through the body and release anything else that is being held. And while they're doing that work, let's find out what's going on with the liver. Heather's experienced a non-alcoholic version of the fatty liver disease. What's happening there? What's in that area?
It's a portal.
Okay. And what is that portal doing?
Just feeding negativity. Like
Okay.
it's just A gateway.
Okay. And can we close that portal today?
Yes.
Okay. So asking the guides to go ahead and close off that portal. And are there any other portals open in her body?
My head.
Okay. Let's go ahead and close down that portal. We want to make sure that nothing comes in that is not for Heather's highest and greatest good.
Yeah.
And just sealing those portals up and releasing them from your body.
Mm-hmm.
And so she feels like she's had the fatty liver disease since she was a little girl. Has she had that portal open all that time?
Yeah.
What was the cause of that portal to be open?
I wanted to say past lives, but I don't see that. I don't know if that was my mind saying that.
Is it a past life that we've taken a look at today or a different one?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's what was connecting her to all of them.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so as we've done the work to bring healing through those lifetimes, is that going to be completely shut now for her?
Yeah.
Okay. So she feels like having the fatty liver disease has caused a lot of weight gain for her. What's going on with that? What can you tell her?
We've told her already.
Okay.
Yeah, she knows.
What else can you share with her today? What can she begin to do to help relieve some of that and release some of that?
Have fun.
Mm.
Just have fun. She is loved.
And as she begins to have more fun, how will that
Mm.
shift her experience?
She'll stand in her power. She'll be strong. She'll be happy. She knows what to do.
And so she also has some pain in the legs and some swollen ankles. Can we help her with that today?
Yes.
Okay. What are you using to assist her in healing?
Mm. It's releasing it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Just being released and let
Okay.
go into the earth to transmute it. It
Beautiful.
is released. No longer needs to hold on to anything.
Very good. And so as that energy is being released, what can we replace that with today?
Joy.
Mm. And what color is joy?
Peach.
Beautiful. So just allowing this beautiful peach colored joy, high frequency joy to just flow into the body, flowing throughout the body and all the way down into the ankles and the legs, releasing any pain or any discomfort that Heather has felt, and just allowing that energy to expand out. So she mentioned that she feels at times that she's holding resentment in the body. Is that resentment being stored anywhere other than we've looked today? Or have we released it?
It's some in my head still.
It's still in your head?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that. Is that separate from what we've already looked at?
Yeah.
Okay, where in the head is it being held?
Right down the center. It's like someone stabbed me in the head.
Hmm. You feel like that may have happened in a past life connection.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to take it out.
Okay. Let's go ahead and release that knife or whatever it was that stabbed you, letting it go.
Spear.
A spear.
Mm-hmm.
Disconnecting that energy from another life. Heather no longer needs to hold it in her body in this lifetime.
Yeah.
And as that spear is being released, what do we want to fill that place with?
Joy.
More joy. Is it still peach?
Yeah.
Okay. So just allowing that energy to continue to flow, and especially filling up, releasing all of the resentment that she's holding in the body, more than likely resentful for being stabbed in the head. Just letting that all go. And how does that space feel now?
Much better.
Okay. Do you feel like there's anything still there?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
So she also feels like sometimes she turns to sugary foods just as a way of numbing and dealing and coping. What can you tell her about shifting away from that? What does she need to know?
Mm. It's her choice.
Hmm.
That's all. Her choice. She doesn't need to. She can feel the emotion and let it pass.
So when she's feeling an intense emotion, what is the best way for her to deal with that energy?
Mm. Understanding. The anxiety is only temporary. It's gonna pass. It doesn't, just let it pass. No need. It's um, just it's an understanding. It's don't be afraid to feel it. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as big as you wanted to make it to be.
Hmm.
Oh my God. My expectations. It's like what they're like your expectations of how it should be is what's hurting you.
Hmm.
Like your roles, your expectations, your cares. Like it's not like who cares, but like it's a game, Heather. Just let it
Mm-hmm.
go. It's a game. Yeah.
So does she have a guide that can work with her just to help her make some healthier eating choices and to remind her to feel through that energy instead of reaching for the foods that are not so great for us?
Yes, yes, I see him. And he just said, listen to your gut. He's like, eat the food. He goes, but stop when you don't want to. Like stop when you know what I mean? Don't have to like stop feel like you have to eat the whole thing.
Mm.
You know?
I,
Like when yeah.
I feel like many of us need to hear that one.
Yeah. When you're done, done.
Yeah.
Stop telling it like that's not like others are telling you what to eat. Like if you want ice cream, you eat what you want to eat. Don't eat all of it because someone else tells you that's the size. You know, like why do you got to eat all of what's on your plate? Why are you letting others control you? And my dad did that. He used to, I'd eat everything on my plate.
Mm.
It's funny because now I am like seeing him separate from me. And my guide, he's very dark, but he's not black.
Yeah.
And is like I would say Aztec, but like dark. It's like he wants me to know that, and I don't know why. And he's got like braids, and he's colorful. He's like a hippie. Yeah, and
Nice.
I know, and he's very colorful, very so he's right here. And
So does she need to hold on to that energy that was created by her father telling her to eat, or can we let that go?
we can let that go.
Okay. So just releasing all of that, knowing that you have full control over what you eat and the amount that you choose to eat, and just allowing yourself to be in that energy.
Yeah. Stop bringing him with you wherever you go.
Beautiful. Is there any healing energy that we can send to her father today?
Blue.
Very good.
I'm gonna send it to him. And pink. Needs pink. And tenderness. He needs to forgive the female aspects in his life and stop giving me those to bear. And yeah, he needs to get over himself. I'm gonna do orange and yellow.
And as you're tuned into his energy, can you understand why he has he does some of the things that he's done in his life?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's why I let people take control, because I was too understanding. I justified everything instead of understanding it and putting my foot down. I was, yeah.
But we're letting all that go today because you are the strong man in the armor. You've got that armor on and you can stand in your power.
Yes.
Beautiful. So she feels very stressed out over her divorce and being a single parent. Can you tell her why she needed to have that experience? What was she learning from it?
She was done with it. She didn't need it. She needed to move on. She just needed to move on. And it would have worked out easier if she wasn't. If she let it be easier. Yeah.
But the energy from that is complete.
Yeah, it's
That
done.
experience is done. Very good.
That's done.
So she has a few phobias. One is a fear of falling. Where does that come from?
She doesn't want to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. She doesn't want to fall. That's why she has a fear of falling.
Okay.
That's so weird. That's
What
just
does
so
she
weird.
what does she need to know about that?
That she is safe. She is protected. To trust herself. She makes good decisions. She doesn't need to be fearful. She trusts herself. She trusts the energy. She knows. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Like, I was just afraid that I would lose my balance and create havoc. And that was the representation.
But she doesn't need to worry about that, right?
No, because she has control over the energy. She knows what she's doing.
Very good. So can we release that fear completely today?
Yeah.
And she also said she has a fear of flying and wonders if that comes from a past life.
Yeah.
Can you tell her about that?
It's old plane. Yeah, I see it. It's got a circle on it or something. Jesus. They just build those things. Yeah. wearing like goggles and stuff, so I was not seeing. I'm not know if I'm seeing Japanese or not. I'm seeing it though, like it's almost like Scooby Doo, Snoopy, like the red baron, but it's gray and it's a circle.
Sort of old-fashioned planes.
Yeah, like they just built them. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're one of the first people, go. And yeah, I can't see the person though.
So what happened?
He crashed.
Okay.
But like, did he crash? Like, what happened? I see him crash. Everything keeps going to my left. Like nothing's over here. Everything's over here.
Mm-hmm.
He crashed. I'm trying to turn it around so it's over here. Maybe I can see it better. Because I feel like there's a pain in there that I need to release.
Mm-hmm. Where's that pain at?
I feel like he crashed on purpose. I do. Like it's in his heart. Like, how do you freaking kill yourself knowing that, like you convinced yourself that you're going to die for the betterment and you leave your family behind? That sucks. But he had to.
So
Why?
he's holding that energy in the heart.
Yeah.
Okay. And can we help him to release that energy today?
Yeah.
Just letting out that energy. And as we heal the heart, what colors would you like to use for healing in that space?
Rose and yellow.
Mm.
Just needed to understand it. It's just part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what you did. And the people behind, they were fine. You can send them love. They need more love than he did.
Oh,
He
very
just
good.
feels bad for what he did to them.
Mm-hmm. And he's holding on to that.
Yeah.
Very good. We're just going to release all that energy because that was a different lifetime. And you no longer need to hold that experience. And as we realize now that you did have an experience in a past life, do you need to continue to have those fears in this lifetime of flying?
No. Just don't fly with your ex-husband.
Well, there you go. But she'll be able to get on a plane now without feeling all that fear.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just make sure all of that is released because she did say that she would love to do some traveling and we don't want anything holding her back from having some more fun in her life.
Yeah. And just let it go. Blow it out.
Mm.
It's right in my chest.
Just releasing all of that fear, asking the guides to assist in pulling out and releasing that energy as well.
Yeah, it's like right in my chest.
Mm-hmm. Do
I
you feel
can't
like
tell.
it's releasing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
That is just energy releasing from the body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
How's that? Is feeling good now?
Yeah.
Anything we need to put in that space?
Joy. Peach.
Okay. Bringing more of that joy into that area, filling up the heart space and pushing it out.
Yeah.
So she also has a little bit of a fear of someone following her, and she feels like occasionally that there's a person that may be behind her on her way home. What can you tell her about that?
When she was a pilot, she was followed.
Okay, in the lifetime where the flying accident happened. Okay.
Yeah. And I seeing another life come up too, where she was in the woods on a cart and she was followed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and release all of that energy and those connections to those lifetimes so that it no longer affects her?
Yeah.
Okay. So she said she feels like she's getting guidance, but it feels like she's just talking to herself. So, is there anything that she needs to know about how she can trust the guidance that's coming through?
Mm. Mm. And it goes blank. So I was like, what? What was that? Experience. You need the experience. Talk to us more. You need the experience of knowing and how to know. But I feel like my eyes just went like this.
Is it because you're worried about something?
Like I'm afraid to see them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like go away, go away. So I push them away, and then my memory, I need to release that because it wasn't this life. Oh, I got chills.
Mm.
Okay.
So there was another life where you were afraid to see?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm wanting the experience of knowing my sovereignty,
Mm-hmm.
who I am, that I am them and they are me. Okay. But I want them to talk to me more.
And what do they say to that?
We're here. They're here.
She wants to know a little bit more about her guides. What can you tell her about some of her guides?
Mm. You're not making it up. Don't reach for it. Yeah. The Arcturians here.
Hmm. What's her connection to the Arcturians?
It's like, do you want to know? I said, of course I want to know. I was like, what? Oh, it's in my heart. They're in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
They're in my heart. They are my heart. They are my life, my love. But then I see an Antares as well for some reason, like an insect. And they're guiding me. They're working together
Mm-hmm.
to do this. And they are using their different skills to do this. So I'm not one. I'm not one. Um, I'm a piece of them both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't, I'm like, you don't understand. Like, um, you don't I don't understand. I don't know what it is. Why? Just tell me. They're like, don't reach for it. What is this? You want it to be something. And that want is stopping me from knowing. So Antares. It's Antares. I see me as a being, a brown being that looks like an ant, a tall ant. And he's not glamorized. He's humble. He's just him. And but there's a group of them. So I don't know what the Arcturian's not there. Am I the Arcturian? Are they my friends? Who are you? I am on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
And we're working together. And we're all in you. And to help you with your strengths. Other than that, I don't see anything. But I don't know if I feel that's right. It's weird.
So, if we were to ask where your soul's point of origin is, what comes through?
Antares.
Okay, that's what you thought.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So, she feels in this life like she has sort of a do-it-herself attitude. And maybe that's being worried about being judged for her skills and abilities. What can you tell her about that?
She can do it herself.
Mm-hmm.
She is capable. She knows what to do. She knows. I don't know. Yeah.
Just trust what's coming through for you.
Yeah. Like it was there and it was just like an image, and it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't grab onto it long enough for it to come through.
Okay. So she has been told that she will be getting married again. And she's wanting to know a little bit more about this person that she feels like is coming into her life. What can you tell her about that?
She's funny. She doesn't need to worry. It's all good. It's all fun. She's not going to mess anything up. It's fine. It's all in the game. It's all in the unfolding.
She's been told that this is somebody that she already knows. Has she met this person yet?
She's trying to answer for it.
Let's ask her to step aside. We're talking with the higher self right now. What would Heather's higher self say?
Many lifetimes, yes.
Okay, so she's had many lifetimes with this person.
Yes.
And what can you tell her about the connection that they will have when she meets him?
It is a union. It is a
Complementary.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
compilation though. It's a union. I guess. Like on my brain's trying to like step in and say what it like make up a word, I guess. I'm gonna tap back in. It's a reunion. It's oh gosh, what's the word? They're trying to say it. I can see it. I can feel something's right here. It's like use your brain, Heather. Like they're pushing on that part of the brain. Get it to work. It's just like coming back home. it's a coming back together. Something that went like this and is now coming in this. So it's she's like still feels reservations. Yeah,
Where are you feeling those reservations at?
in my heart.
Okay. So let's take a look at that heart and find out what's going there. What's blocking that heart from allowing this love to fully come into her life?
The fear it's only temporary.
Okay. It'll release.
Ooh.
Just ask your beautiful guides to step in and let's just pull all of that fear out of the heart. Anything that's blocking it that may not allow this love to come in easily and effortlessly into Heather's life. Just tell me what you're experiencing.
It's a release.
Mm.
Like a weight off. Like just a release. Like now I can move forward.
Very good. And what do we want to put in that space?
Joy.
Bringing that
Lots of
joy
fun.
throughout the body. Lots
Yes.
of joy and love and self-love. Just filling up that space, bringing in that beautiful peach energy again and expanding it out through the heart space.
Yeah. And then I feel the coolness again.
Very good. So as we're tapped
Yeah.
into the higher self, can we have the higher self tell us what that coolness is that you're feeling?
She's trying to answer again. It's her.
What is that? What is she doing?
She's allowing herself to feel, to experience herself. It's
Mm-hmm.
her. Um, it's just a feeling that she just didn't recognize before.
Okay. Is this something that she'll be experiencing more often?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's her new norm.
So she said that thinking about having a new person come into her life creates a lot of anxiety for her. Will the work that we've done today assist her in releasing that anxiety, or is there anything else we need to take a look at?
Yes and yes.
Okay. Where do we need to look at?
Her head.
Still in her head?
Still in her head.
Okay. Where is that being held at?
Right here in the eyes.
What's going on in the eyes?
It's just pressure. Release it.
Very good. Asking the guides, just pull out all of that heavy, dense energy. You can even give it a color if you want, or a texture. And just allowing that energy to completely release from the body, from the eyes. And tell me how that's feeling.
Good. Much better.
Very good. Do you feel that it's been fully released or it's still working?
I think it's done.
Okay. So just bringing in that beautiful, we're going to use that beautiful peach again and fill up that space, bringing in joy and allowing those eyes in that space where the energy was released to completely heal. So now that we've taken a look at that, has that anxiety been released where she'll no longer feel that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So she says that she began to tap into her abilities as an energy healer last year. when she was living on sick land. What can you tell her about the land and the souls that were there? What was she experiencing?
She was contracted to help them and move on. She wanted to feel the experience. She helped them. And she did it before in other lives. She knew what she was getting into. And they were her friends.
Is this something that she will continue to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. They're waiting. They're all waiting.
What else does she need to know to help her do this work?
To just do it. Don't wait for others. Just do it. Don't care what they say. Just do it. They're there. They're waiting. They've been waiting. They're not waiting impatiently, though. They want to correct me. They're not. They're ready. They're not waiting on me. They're ready for me. They want me to know that.
Very good. And she says she's able to see portals and vortexes and that she
Yeah.
has portals on her property. What can you tell her about that?
It's all good. Just keep doing what you need to do. You'll know. Feel the energy. Feel the balance. It's time for Earth. It's time. Earth doesn't need to be healed. Earth, the energy needs to be released. The density needs to be released and let go so that way the adjustment can happen easier. And she's there. It's not just her light. She's there. She knows.
And so, as this energy is being released from Earth, can you
Yeah.
tell us what's happening or what we're experiencing, what we will experience through the shift?
We're moving up. We need to go up. It's just we can do it the easy way or the long way. She, um, I was afraid of what they were going to say. I lost it.
What would the easy way be? How can we make this transition easier for us?
To release the density, to let it go, to transmute it. We don't need it. We don't need to play in it. We don't need it. It no longer serves us. We need to release it. It's like a heavy coat on a hot day. It's uncomfortable.
So, in what ways can we work to assist Earth in releasing this density? What's the best way that we can help?
Stop creating it. I went into my head, trying to go back out. So it's my mind that's creating it. That's what they're showing me. Stop creating it. Stop playing in it. Stop. And then release it. Pass it. Let it go. I'm trying to, because I'm in my head, I'm starting to shake. They're showing me by experience the density is weighing me down, slowing down the process. And it's making a cloud that you can't see through. And we need to clear it. And when we clear it, it'll help to see where we need to go. But
what can we do to clear that cloud today?
Continue. I just got the word continue.
Continue
Yeah.
the session, continue your work.
Continue my work too.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just continue the work. Continue.
Okay.
Like I keep saying, now I'm seeing pictures. I see a house.
Mm-hmm.
Clear the house. It's no one owns the land. No one owns the energy. You don't have to have permission. Just do it. Release it. Let it go. Transmute it. Get there. Be there. In it. Play. In it. Play. And get in it. Play in it. I didn't feel like that matched. Like I felt like, why would I play in it if I want to release it? But they said, you know what we mean. I don't know what that means.
Let's ask for a little clarification. What does that mean?
You want joy, then make it joyful. Go play in the density. It's not as serious as it seems. Go in it and take care of it. Play with it. Release it. It's not as serious. It's a game. Get in there and do it. Go where I see a piece of land. It's not owned. Even if someone owns it, it's not theirs. And just go do it. Just go do it.
So if you feel called to do the work on someone else's land, that's okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I said it, I was like, that didn't make sense but they don't, if they don't know it's there, they don't know it needs to be healed. But they want it to be healed, so just do it.
So I feel like in the work that I do, I feel guided to work with other souls to help release energy and to help with healing. But I've heard some would say that that's interference or can be intrusive. But am I understanding that if we feel guided to help someone heal, even if they're unaware, we should do that?
They will only let you if it's in their best interest.
Right, as long as we have that permission to do that work.
Yeah.
Very good. And she can follow that as well if she feels guided.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So she's wondering, this healing work that she's tapping into, is this something that she will be focusing more on in the future?
Yeah.
As part of her career path or the work she'll be doing?
Yeah, and he'll help her.
What was that?
And he'll help her. Her husband will help
Okay,
her.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Is he a healer as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything else that she needs to know to help her begin to expand more into that work?
To do it? That was so funny. I was like, do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, I was like, anything else? It was weird. I was waiting and it was, do it.
Oh, the rest will come when it's time.
I think I'm not doing it. Like I am, like, you know what I mean? Like that's like, yeah, like I'm looking back for like, it was like a plant and they backed away. Like they just do it. And
Just do
just
it.
walked away. Oh, I'm relying on them too much.
Ah.
I'm waiting for them and yeah, it was almost like I saw them just go do it and they walked away.
Mm-hmm.
that was cool because yeah, that was funny. That was cool. Yeah.
But you're already starting to do that. You already feel to
Yeah,
just take control and do that work on your own.
Yeah, I've been doing it. I go to people's, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I've been doing it. They're just like, do it.
Just do it. Sometimes they're very matter of fact with us.
I just got like, how many times can you ask the same question?
Right? I feel like we can ask it many times, honestly.
And I responded back, well, how many times are you going to test me with the same? It was funny. It was funny.
Let's take a look at Heather's children today, just to see if we can connect with their guides, their higher self, and bring through any messages that Heather needs to hear. So let's start out with Alexander. If we can connect with Alexander's guides and higher self, are there any important messages or anything that Heather needs to know?
Yeah, he loves you. He loves you. He adores you. He's grateful for you. He really does. He loves you. He knows how you feel. He knows. It hurts him, but he does love you. Okay.
Is there any healing energy that we can bring to Alexander today?
The blue.
Beautiful. Just allowing that energy to expand all throughout his body and bring healing in any areas that he needs today. And what about Austin? Are there any messages from Austin's guides?
He is good. He is well. He's doing good. He's proud of you. Yeah, that's it. He shines down on me. He's like happy. He's happy.
Beautiful. And is there a healing energy that we can send to him today?
Orange.
Okay. Just allowing that light to expand out, bringing any healing and releasing any blocks that we can release today. And let's take a look at Jolynn. Now, I know that we've looked at a few past lives where she has been a part of Heather's experience. What does she need to know about her connection with Jolynn?
They're teammates. Like they're teammates. What do you, I see yellow. That's all I see. Why do I? They're like partners in crime.
So are they meant to come in each other's lives to bring lessons for soul growth? Yeah. And so we've seen a few lives where there's been a little bit of a struggle. Has that karmic energy been balanced now, or anything else she needs to know about that?
Almost balanced. Do the yellow. Do the yellow.
Okay, so bringing in yellow energy for Jolynn.
Yeah.
Okay, just asking the guides to assist in balancing any of that karmic energy so that it no longer has a negative effect on either Heather or Jolynn.
The tree in the front in the beginning. The yellow in the tree. She's strong. She can stand on her own. She's the tree. The yellow is for her.
Beautiful. And are there any messages that her guides or higher self would like to share with Heather today?
Get the tattoo. Stop fussing over tattoos.
Is that
Who
you or
cares?
her?
Her. Oh, I'm fussing over her tattoos.
Oh, goodness.
I know. It's like a tattoo. So Jolyn was like, "It's only a tattoo." That was
Oh,
her,
oh.
and it's oh my gosh, that's funny. Expression, joy, let it shine. Let her way of shining, her way of expressing. She's happy. She's joyful. She's releasing. She's releasing.
Mm.
She's just releasing through her expression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's like I was asked, will she do a whole body tattoo? And she wants to.
It's her free will, right, Mom?
Yeah, like that's up to you. Yeah, I don't see her the full. It's just funny. Like it's like, don't worry. Like even like about to say, I don't see her the full body tattoo. They were like shutting me up, saying it's not your decision.
Mm.
Like it was like encourage her to do what she wants. And then oh, if you encourage her in doing what she wants, she'll stop pushing against you. So that's all. And I have always encouraged her, but she knows I don't like the tattoos.
So that creates a bit of resistance, doesn't it?
A push against.
Yeah.
So she's getting more, and they're getting bigger and more obvious.
Mm.
And I'm like, but that's your body. That's something you're going to have forever. And that's yeah. They're like, it's okay.
Mm.
It is her body. She'll be fine. Yeah.
Very good. Is there any other healing energy we can send to her other than the yellow?
Citrus green.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Just bringing in that beautiful energy and assisting her in any way that we can today. And we're so grateful for the guides for allowing us to bring through these messages.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that I didn't cover, didn't ask, that you would like to share with Heather today?
There's a pain in her heart that she needs to process.
Okay, let's take a look at that. What's happening there?
I think it's going to go through.
Okay, it's being released.
Yeah.
Very good. Just asking the guides to just suction all of that energy, anything being held within the heart, and opening that space wide open.
Mm-hmm.
And let's flood that area with light. What color light would you like to use?
White.
Okay. It's bringing in beautiful white light, holds all frequencies within, and allowing the light just to fill up that heart space and really pushing all of that remaining low frequency energy out of the heart space, out of the body, and out of your aura, and filling up with beautiful white energy. And while we're looking at that, can we take a look at Heather's aura? How does that look?
The white was clearing the aura.
Okay, so just allowing that energy to continue to expand out. We want to make sure that it's nice and strong. There are no fissures, tears, or cracks in the auric field.
Yeah.
She's nice and safe and protected. And she had an experience with a lady that practices witchcraft, and she feels like she's not doing anything negative with it. But what can you tell her about that? Is there anything going on there?
They're playing with each other.
Mm.
she's just jealous. But not, that's Heather's word. She's a friend. She's a friend. She's
Okay.
helping Heather. She's helping her become stronger. Yeah. Yeah. There's not much. There's not much there. And when she learns her strengths, it will stop.
Very good. Are they in each other's lives to have some lessons as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a friendship.
Okay. Very good. Are there any final messages you'd like to share today, or are we complete?
Have fun and do your best. We are done.
Very good. Thank you so much.